Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at making some very cool and cheaply made mini pizzas from pita bread using my own recipe. So firstly, you're going to need some pita bread, which you can get pretty cheaply from your supermarket. Any brand will do, quite straightforward stuff. You're also going to need some toppings, although this is kind of optional. So here I've got red pepper and orange pepper, cherry tomatoes and sweet corn. You'll also need some grated cheese, mozzarella, or a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar, but you can use cheddar cheese or any other cheese. Some oregano is also needed as well for flavouring, quite an important part of the recipe. And of course some tomato puree. Now you can use any kind of pizza base mix or any kind of puree, doesn't matter. So first things, grab the pitta. I'm going to use two pittas, one with topping, one without. Firstly, squeeze a spoonful or whatever to your taste amount of puree onto the pita bread. Then spread that over evenly across the base. Pretty straightforward process. And now the important part, you've got to sprinkle that oregano on there. It's kind of, this is what's giving it the flavour. Oregano just makes that puree taste a lot better and less tomatoey. It just gives it a nice little zingy flavour. Then we add the grated cheese. Now this is a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar. Add as much to however you want to put on there. Not too much, especially if you're watching those calories. So on the left one, I'm going to start adding the cherry tomatoes. And this is just as a bonus. It could be any topping you like. It could be pepperoni. It could be anything you desire to put on there. Obviously make sure it's pre-cooked, because you're only really toasting this. You're not really baking it. So I think it's a nice vegetarian mixture. Again, if you want to go for a vegan option, then that's possible with vegan cheese. Not sure how well that does in the oven. Right, once you've got those done, the next part of the process is to get those into the oven. Now you can use a regular oven, but we're going to use an air oven, which we find are much more efficient, especially at getting the undersides of the pitta crispy as well as the top. So here we're using an air, I'm not sure that it's called an air fryer, but it's an air oven. So stick those in, and you want the temperature to be about 180 degrees, and you want to do it between 5 and 10 minutes. So we'll just leave that running. I think 10 minutes is probably a bit too long at 180 degrees, but do it to your own specification. So we've kind of done it for about 8 minutes at 180 degrees, and we'll take these out now and show you the finished product. So this might be a bit too well done for your taste, but for me that's perfectly done. Cheese is nice and brown, golden brown. There's nothing burnt there. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much done in 10 minutes to make that. So the main point to bear in mind here is that all of these ingredients are pretty cheap to buy. I think you can get the pitta for about 40 pence, puree for about 30 pence. A tin of oregano might cost a bit more. And the toppings, again, cherry, they're all optional, but it's a pretty cheap meal and also extremely tasty. And now the thing is, with the air oven, it's going to get both sides of that pitta nice and crispy, but not too crispy. Very tasty indeed, and a quick snack. I'd say it's quite low in calories as well. And obviously if you hold back on the cheese, less cheese you put on it, the more healthy it's going to be, or the less calories. Okay, that's it. I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching.